Lions win, baby! 2-game win streak for the Detroit Lions. They go to Chicago and pull out the dub. The Detroit Lions go to Chicago Bears in back-to-back NFC North games and beat Chicago 31-30. A lot to talk about in this game. Huge shout out to the offense and the defense. The second half came and you felt like, oh no, here they come. But they did score in the second half and the defense really showed up. Jared Goff was 19 for 26, 236 yards and a touchdown. Not a bad game for Mr. Goff. It was really good to see that. He needed this after 4 weeks of some brutal play. He came in there and played better. Jamal Williams, 16 yards rushing. 16 times for 59 yards. Rushing hard, though, for 1 touchdown, and the Lions can run the football. Interesting, DeAndre Swift, he had a touchdown there, but they were really slowing down his touches, and I don't know what's going on with Swift, but boy, it looks like Jamal Williams is kind of taking that number 1 role. And I'm not going to lie, Justin Jackson has seemed like more as well, as he had 4 touches to DeAndre Swift 6 for 6. So interesting for that. Now look, the Lions run defense got tore up from the floor up. No doubt about it. They were terrible in this game, but that's okay because we got a pick 6 by Jeffrey Okudah. Crucial play for Jeff Okudah. Finally gets his first interception, and it's a pick 6 on Justin Fields. Massive play for Jeff Okudah. So I'm giving him a big win in this game. Justin Fields only threw for 167 times, folks. 167 yards. He was 12 for 20 for 167. Just couldn't throw. They couldn't throw. They're all about running, but they just couldn't get it done. And the Lions defense, Aiden Hutchinson with a sack. It was on 3rd down. It was now 4th down. There was 2 back-to-back sacks. The 3rd down, Hutchinson sacks Justin Fields on a massive sack. Loss of, 8 to 10 yards on Fields. Huge sack. Then they turn around on 4th down. Justin Fields tried to get out, and it seemed like all of the Lions players sacked Fields in a big play. Lions then get the 1st down, end the game with a victory. For my winners here, St. Brown, he had almost 100 yards receiving. He was doing a really good job. St. Brown in the first half killed it. Massive winner there. St. Brown is such a good receiver for the Lions, and it's so nice to see him get these touches. Khalif Raymond with some big plays. Huge shout out to Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond had 3 receptions for 47 yards. One was for 44 yards. Yes, it was long of 44. And that was at the end of the game to get that touchdown that we needed at the end of the game. Huge play by Khalif Raymond. I really like Khalif Raymond and what he is bringing as number 4, number 5 wide receiver. So he's done a really good job for the Lions, and I got to give him some praise there. The winner on defense, obviously, is Jeff Okudah with the game-changing pick 6. Huge pick 6. Huge for the Lions defense. The defense is starting to show up and make some plays in the last couple of weeks. It's really nice to see. This defense won us the game. Again, we didn't allow Chicago to go up there and score on that final drive. I think they had 2 minutes and 30 seconds and nothing. The defense shut them down. Huge shout out. I thought it was a well-coached game as well. I thought this was a well-coached game by Ben Johnson, by Dan Campbell, by Aaron Glenn. All around, this was probably the best coached game I've seen them play since the Cardinals game last year. So huge shout out to the coaches for this victory. Finally getting a road win. Now you're building confidence in me that the Lions can finish games. This is 2 times in a row defensively that they've done that. That's huge. It's huge for our team. I don't care about draft spot at this point. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Everything will work out on its own regarding, draft. Big for the Lions. Now, we got to get better run stuff in here. Justin Fields, 147 yards rushing on 13 carries, 2 touchdowns, a long of 67. But at the end of the day, at the last drive, we forced them to throw it. And what did I say? If you can force them to throw the football, you'll win the game. And we did just that. We forced them to win the game. That was a giant victory. So let me know in the comment section, who is your MVP for this game? Who do you got as MVP? I'm going to go ahead and it's really difficult for me on this one. Me personally, Aiden Hutchinson's sack was so big at the end, and he was getting a lot of holding penalties. I mean, the Chicago Bears was holding penalties left and right. But Okudah and Hutchinson, they got to get in there. 2 giant plays. That sack was monumental. And Aiden Hutchinson was running left and right. I love what I saw from him. Awesome job. This is what you like to see in our Detroit Lions. And you want to know what's a huge shout out to the team as a whole. Penalties, only 2 penalties in the whole game. 2 penalties. That's a well-coached on the road by the coaching staff. Well done. I'm watching the game right now, and there's a flag, and it's incomplete. I was watching the Vikings game. When you only have 2 flags, that's well-coached. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love seeing that. Awesome job by what they were doing there. Oh, flag on the Buffalo Bills. That's stinky. The Lions going forward. Just keep winning, folks. What they got to do is keep winning. Every single game we continue to improve, and it feels like the defenses and this was a well-rounded game. All around, offense and defense both won this game, and so good to see. I don't think, did they get it? I don't know. I'm watching the Vikings game right now. I don't know if they gotten it. No, they didn't get it. They stopped them, and it is turnover on down. So it looks like the Vikings are going to lose this game. That is great for the Detroit Lions. The Vikings go 7-2. You don't want to see them win every single time. So looks like they got the victory there. Awesome. Very proud of this team, how they played. But there were some negatives. I got to say, the offensive line for the Detroit Lions, they got beaten up quite a bit. Frank Ragnow got beaten up in this game. Crazy sometimes how he was owned in this game. I don't know what was done, but it definitely was a game not for the defensive or offensive line. Lions defensive line showed up when we needed to. They started out rough, but they showed up in the second half. Really improved in the fourth quarter. Man, awesome stuff right there. They're reviewing the play right now, the Vikings, so I couldn't tell you what's going to happen here as this thing goes on. I'm trying to get you here more notes here. Again, the Bears' offensive line, I thought they did good in the first couple, but we made an adjustments, and the adjustments worked. And we didn't even have Malcolm Rodriguez on the field for the Lions, and we won this game. So massive shout out to this team for pulling out their first road win for Dan Campbell. Now we just keep improving each game, getting better, keep winning, win, and win some more. That's what it's all about. We trade TJ Hockenson, and now we've won twice in a row. I know there's not a coincidence there. it's nice to see the victories. Nice to see the victories, folks. With that said,